I don't know. Maybe we get in the. This is reaching a bit. Maybe we climb into the bucket of the wishing well and cut the rope.
You know what? You know what? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's no
I mean,
way of
I thought,
lowering this rope. You have to cut it.
what would that do if you didn't just? Why can't you just jump down the well then?
I don't know. It paints Graham in a very gung ho, cavalier manner that so far I haven't
You
really
know what
picked up
though?
on.
You know what? We could cut the rope though.
What, as in before we get in the hole or in the
No, like
well?
maybe afterwards. Maybe like after we've gone down, maybe we need the bucket or something.
We could cut the rope and sever our only way out.
Yeah, but the rope's already down. We can climb it.
Well,
Like, how are we going to winch ourselves up on a bucket?
true. I guess we don't even know we can go down it. Do you think it's worth going there
I,
next?
I mean, I don't. That's the last thing on my list. I actually don't have anything else. That everything's paid off quite well so
Well,
far.
you know what? I feel like we have made quite a bit of very sudden, random progress. So, fair enough.
I feel like the game owes it to us.
I was never even going to go near this rock. I can promise you that. Um, this screen was a write
Well,
off in
there's a
my
reason.
book.
There was a reason I had it on the list last. It wasn't exactly my high hope. The top one I thought was the bowl needed to be sorted because that was clearly something.
Yeah.
The stump, I only did that because I remembered that there was like a log stump thing, and it felt like there was something there.
Yeah, that was quite a good
Um,
a
and I
good
wrote that down
shout.
on purpose. The rock thing, I've only written the rock down because it's the only thing that's mentioned on this screen. When you do like look room, I think it
True.
does like it's like there's a rock here.
Yeah. It that's
So
probably that's a clue. That's a yeah, good shout.
and, so it's the only thing I wrote down in that square, and I was like, we haven't actually done anything with it. We might as well look.
Mm.
Um,
Right, so where to
okay, for the
go?
well, we need to go. Oh, you've best to go left. You're gonna have to go round this lake.
So right.
It's a two-part lake,
It's a two-part. Act one, act two.
but you don't want to go like up because, or sorry, to the next screen up because there's a wolf there.
But I have a knife now. Uh,
It's only appeared once, so clearly that's fine then. Yeah, look how big that well is.
look how ropey that rope looks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk right up to the well and then go look at the tree.
Fair enough.
This tree is beautiful.
Yeah, this is the beautiful tree.
Right. Uh, gonna
Do you wanna?
save.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was
feel
thinking. Do
like
you want
we're
to
being
save before?
very tentative, but
Well, I have a feeling if you say like go down well, you're just gonna jump down it
and fall and break
because
my neck.
because
Yeah.
because Graham's an idiot.
Okay. The slides of this
I,
well are too slippery to climb down, but hey, how slippery is the
slippery
bucket?
is this bucket? That's a fun question.
After you are in the old bucket, your weight causes it to slowly descend. Nice.
Yeah. Are you
Now,
sitting in the bucket bum first?
do you think if I get out of this bucket, the
What?
the, the bucket will go?
If it does, that's total bullshit. That is so dumb. It shouldn't do that.
It didn't.
Nice.
Oh,
Um,
we can't climb out though, so we can only climb.
uh,
So, do you
or
think
can you
we?
get back in the bucket? Or well, it's going to be down, isn't it? But
This is
Ugh.
murky well water. Yum. I can't go down. Oh. Your arms are like lead from swimming. You find it impossible to swim any longer. You sink to the bottom of the well. That's a lot of ellipses.
Yeah. Is that a death?
Yeah, I wonder if that's just standard for any long-term swimming.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Maybe if you
wouldn't
just
I wouldn't
swim for
say he
too
was
long.
really going for it or anything. He probably could have lasted a bit longer than that.
Well, I mean, you couldn't go anywhere, could you? Maybe, and you couldn't climb out.
I wonder if you do cut the rope and then you can use the bucket as a boat.
But where would you go?
No idea.
I mean, the only way it realistically would be down. I don't mean like down. Sorry, I mean like diving. But I don't think you can do that in this game, can you?
Haven't tried it. There must be a reason to go into this well.
Yeah, it's got a whole screen. That seems pointless to.
Should we go again?
Yeah, I think try that cutting of the bucket as well. Well, after you're down, like maybe before you. I don't know if you like.
Just before slitting the rope, you realise that it is not a very wise move this time. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, game, for
Nice.
protecting me from my poor decision making.
Okay, so I guess you can't.
When you look upwards, you see the top of the well far, far above.
I think it's just the water. I mean, in theory, it's going to be deep because it's a well.
So you think I've got to get back
But
in the water, then try and dive?
but no, I don't actually think that's going to work. I mean, you can give it a go.
Do we have any backup options to try if that doesn't work?
Well, you mentioned cutting the bucket, and maybe that means we can climb the rope again.
As in, get out of the bucket, then cut it.
Well, I mean, assumedly you can't do it now. Well, we know we can't do it now because it puts us in the water.
He wasn't fond of doing stuff in the water last time I was in the water. But
could you not like write anything though?
I could write stuff, but it just kept saying you can't do that now.
So you want to do like swim and then.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Well, there's a Coke can.
Yeah, why is there a Coke can?
Oh, this is going to be timed. Right, like. Take bottle? Oh, good. Okay, I guess we don't want to do that.
Old junky bottle. You don't want it.
I mean, there looks like there's a hole to the left. There's a dragon.
There's a dragon.
There's a dragon.
There's a dragon here.
And it's that boulder.
Yeah, there's that boulder.
I'm great.
Well,
I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Could you utilise some of that greatness to get us out of this mess? I'm really glad I didn't. Well, I guess I would have saved in a lower slot. But this ferocious, fire-breathing dragon with sharp green scales and a long tail is protecting the magic mirror. Watch out for the flames. Good tip.
Jeez. I mean, watch out for the flames.
Oh, we've dropped all our...
You can stab it. You can stab it.
You're gonna go right
You
at
can
it.
stab
You
it.
said...
You can stab
You said... Oh, hang on.
Oh, come on then. I'd love to see that. I really hope that's a thing.
It didn't work.
Yeah, but you were really far away.
How do you spell stalag?
Is the
Might.
one on the floor?
Yeah.
It's might, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, kick isn't a thing. I think you should give it a try. I think you should try and stab it.
You think I should go at that dragon
I
and
mean,
attempt
you've
to
saved.
stab it? I haven't saved.
Yeah, but
I
it's just
will
down the
save.
rope and then. Oh yeah.
It took ages to get down that little hole.
I mean, the bucket thing would make sense now, though. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think we could. I guess we didn't try, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't let us cut that bucket.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I mean,
The ferocious
it may
fire-breathing
do.
dragon
It's just
is protecting the magic mirror. I mean,
it just had to watch out for its flames, so I thought maybe you could just put it out.
yeah, I mean, you might be right. Water
I mean,
may be
I still like the idea of you stabbing it. That's funny.
bottle.
It's junky though.
Do you think it might like fiddles?
You can give it a go.
I think it could play the fiddle so nice that it falls asleep.
I don't know if fiddles are particularly. I didn't play the music that time. Maybe because the dragon is attacking.
It's quite distracting to a fiddle player when there's a fire-breathing dragon trying to kill you.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, isn't it?
But what else do we have? Cheese. I swear these items move around.
Yeah, I always get lost in this. I'm all for you stabbing it. I think that's a move. I don't think it'll. I think it'll lead to a death, but I think it'll be funny. It's just gonna be used. It's just gonna be used dagger, isn't it?
How do I use the dagger? Kill dragon. And how exactly do you wish to accomplish that?
It's gonna be stab, isn't it? Is it gonna be stab dragon? Ah, I thought it would be. Oh.
You should know about these fire-breathing dragons. Maybe next time you will be a little bit more careful. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Rough. I mean, okay,
I'm
maybe you're
suggest that I don't think you can get that near the dragon.
Yeah, I don't think you can stab it then.
He's a pretty fast mover. Shall we see if we can get the bucket?
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of now that you can't stab it. Just though, in all fairness, I didn't actually think you could stab it because it's a dragon.
This looks like
And that would
typical well water.
Ah, that's interesting.
You reach up out of the well water and cut the thick rope that holds the bucket. Do we have the bucket now?
Water bucket. We do.
Well, I say let's reconvene near the dragon.
What a safe place to reconvene.
And take a look at this bucket. The old bucket is full of water. Use bucket on dragon. Throw bucket at dragon.
It's really like it's real picky, isn't it, about how you phrase.
You throw your bucket on the cabin.
I mean, that clearly worked. Where's that gone?
You will have to find it before you can get it. I feel like we just lost our bucket.
Yeah.
Maybe restart and retrieve our bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, perhaps. Okay, so you can throw it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of questions this game's asking.
What questions is
dragon.
this game asking you?
It's like, how do you want to kill the dragon? What do you want to do with this knife? What do you want to do with this bucket? You know? Like, well, I mean,
you think it should be reading between the lines a little bit more, like when it did with Phil.
Yeah, maybe.
Pass it.
Yeah, because apparently Phil was so abstract he didn't even need to be near anything.
God, no, that was wrong. Right.
Right. This is going over the top of dragon.
No, because I don't trust this game. Alright, so I need to get close to the dragon. That's quite
I guess just have it loaded, yeah.
Just hurls the bucket at him. I don't know if you have to time it so he's like right next to you or...
Maybe it's throw water.
Oh, nice. I bet you could have done that from anywhere. The water hits the dragon squarely in the mouth. What a shot. Extinguishing its roaring flames. No fire. How mortified and embarrassed the dragon is. Moving a huge boulder in leaving. The dragon creeps off to sulk. Wow.
Nice.
That dragon. Fair enough.
Fair. Well, we can get the shit. That. I liked that you threw the bucket. Now that I think about it, that's really funny.
I just held the bucket
at the floor.
Yeah, that's what I do, apparently. Who throws the shoe? Alright. Do you think we're done in here?
Can we go south?
Oh.
I can't tell it, just there's no end there that I can see.
No, I'm surprised it didn't plunge me off the edge of a cliff.
True.
You know what? Fair enough. I might, because I'm ultra suspicious. Save.
I'm surprised the water was enough to just make it go away.
It was mortified.
And embarrassed.
Yeah, it couldn't bear to be in the same room as us after that. Okay. High up in the sky, you see a very large, friendly bird.
What?
He's friendly.
Um.
He's
Oh, nice.
friendly.
Friendly. Jump at it.
Oh, is that what you do when
Catch it.
people are friendly?
Catch it. I mean, you don't, obviously.
Big bird. How? What do birds like? A weird
Walnuts.
question. Walnuts. I don't want to
See,
give this bird my walnut if it's not gonna.
there's a whole tree of them.
That's very true.
I mean, this is a random.
Yeah,
This is such a random encounter. It said it's friendly though. I mean, I wouldn't sling it.
take that, bird.
I genuinely thought that worked for a second because the
What,
bird flew directly towards you. Yeah. Just gonna ask you how again.
I know, but I'm gonna try and time it. What are we doing here?
Look,
dagger on
all
bird?
of my Dark Souls experience tells me that you
Should kill that bird.
you jump onto birds.
And you ride them to unpleasant worlds.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. This might be how we get to another area.
Oh,
It's gone.
that bird got bored of us.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Well, that was exciting. That was a.
Right, I'm gonna write that down on the map.
Random bird.
Bird. Well, it's gonna be something, isn't it?
I wonder if that is
crazy.
a screen that the bird, because we went to a bird's nest and stole a golden egg. I wonder if that bird is not quite so friendly. In other situations.
I think we could have flown it.
Okay. I mean, that's.
I live in a world of fantasy, and I think
Sounds
we
healthy.
can fly it.
All right. Okay. Well, he might come back.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be that area, isn't it? It's like I don't know what because sometimes they appear and sometimes they don't they? Like these account.
There we go. Friendly bird.
Try flybird. Oh. Okay. I mean, it probably doesn't know what the word fly is, does it?
Oh.
Oh, not right now. It got right. Is it? Not right now. I mean, there's a proper like that diagonal down thing. Feels like it is a timing thing, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Like you're gonna do something when it's low.
I mean, I think if
that was perfect.
If that were right, that's what it would have been.
Maybe you do jump on its back.
This just seems a bit horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a friendly bird, and you're thinking,
yeah,
right,
but maybe no. I just think it would take us to. I think it would take us to magical places.
I'm gonna get on that bird, and it's gonna take me to a magical place. Your Honour. Right.
Look, at least one game I've played has done that to me.
Yes. That game being a horrible game.
Yeah, but I didn't. The bird wasn't hurt. Nothing bad happens to the bird.
What What are you thinking regarding next steps? So we've discovered this
I don't
bird
know.
now. Are we at another impasse?
Yeah, we've done everything I thought. I was kind of hoping the well would lead to another area.
As you were holding the magic mirror, you look into it and see a vision of yourself with a crown on your head.
Oh, does it tell the future?
Yeah, that or Graham is massively arrogant.
Yeah, he's just imagining it.
He's just imagining the crown on his head and it's just an ordinary mirror.
Cave bird.
The goat is wandering this way and that.
I don't like that goat. Can we even get in the pen?
There is a gate.
Maybe we can just like let it out.
Yes. I think if we go in it, it's going to attack us because it's a goat.
Yeah, I agree with that. Goats are
not that bad, but this goat, all
video game goats.
Video game goats are out to get you. Oh, where'd that goat go? Hello.
Oh dear.
Hello,
Oh dear.
goatee. That goat, you know what?
He doesn't care.
He seems ambivalent.
That's not something I was expecting. Seems okay, so let's follow him really closely.
Hope you don't mind people getting up close and personal. Right.
Reveal your true colours, red-eyed goat.
Yeah, so what's the deal? Are you kidding? The goat would never let you. Oh.
Pet.
Pet?
Yeah, I would assume pet goat rather than stroke goat.
What are you trying to do, Graham? That's a warning if ever I heard one. Huh.
Oh, it is just saying. You could try. Right, well, I mean, the goat doesn't seem interested in leaving either.
No, this goat is a mystery.
Mystery goat.
Mystery goat. Okay. There is no goat in the immediate area. Otherwise, sure.
Just take goat.
It would be rather difficult to carry this goat.